Alrighty, chat. I'm back. That was the latest 3 o'clock break I think I've ever taken, but we're back. And that's what matters. Low Six, what's up? Sean, that's funny about your cat. Said having a weight issue. And Badger, I did see your sheep. Sheep and chickens like to be kind of awkward sometimes, you know? It happens. Definitely happens. I'm going to have to fix those 4 skippers and the corners. Okay. Not a big deal. Going back to the farmland real quick that we were talking about a minute ago in the last, before the break. That land that we, Dad and I went last fall, and we helped his cousin during corn harvest, and then I got to do a little bit of stalks mowing, corn stalk mowing for him. I was supposed to disc, but he never called me for that one, so it's okay. So maybe this year we'll see if he needs a hand again, go, I mean, the man's like 82 or something, so, I think he's at the point where he doesn't, really turn down help if we just show up and start helping him. He's not going to tell us to get lost anyway, so. But we also don't want to, like, step on any toes, you know what I mean? It's his land, he can farm it, but if he needs help, we're here to help. Let's put it that way. Definitely here to help. But yeah. I can't believe all the stuff we have on this map, and this is how we haul liquid fertilizer. There's something funny about it, honestly. I need a modded tiny truck with a tank on the back. That'd be sick, actually. Like a tiny truck, little 20,000 liter tank on here or something. That'd be kind of cool. Or even like this truck with a tank on it. That'd be pretty dope, actually. But that's okay. All right, so we're going to get this guy going here. We're going to go ahead and run around one and fix all of the issues. That is what we're going to do. For sure. CV mod. Bumper. Oh my god, the Gator. Gator only hauls like 2,000 liters though. It's not a lot. Yeah, it's what you use for a tender for diesel. Nice. Alright, let's get rid of the quaz play. We gotta I am gonna go ahead and fix all this because it's enough to bother me, so. Usually the corners don't bother me. But for some reason it did this too. And I have the early and late stuff set, right? So I don't know what's up with that. So I told you all that Pops was on his way to the farm earlier, by the way. He was en route. And remember that thunder I said I heard earlier? Well, he saw the lightning. And then he said it looked like it was raining, so I just turned around and came home. So Pops did not go to the farm today. So, thought that was kind of funny. The best part is, I'm not even sure, like, looking at radar, if it's even raining at the farm. I don't think it is. So, that's the best part. It was raining between here and the farm, but not at the farm. But, that's alright. Honestly, I didn't really want him to go down there today anyway, because it's too darn hot. He doesn't need to be out there by himself, you know? Like, tomorrow I'll be with him, so, if somebody starts acting goofy, at least somebody's there to help, you know? But, when he's down there by himself, I don't care for that, to be honest. That's just my opinion. Not a fan. Alright. A little bit of cleanup work. Not a big deal here. Little bit. And we'll get this done. And then we'll put him in 8, and then I'll go back over with the fertilizer. Good thing is we're almost done planting over here. Now I do need to mow, and I guess we'll go ahead and mow and get 21 into like probably corn as well. Everything that's alfalfa, clover, grass, anything like that, all needs to be taken out of it at least once today. And then we can always put it back later. But for right now, it all needs to be cleared up so that we can get our precision score up to 100 like we want it to be. If we're able to get 100, like our average or overall, that's going to be awesome. That will be awesome. You know, when your planner's already on and then you turn it off because you think it's off and then it looks awkward. My bad. It happens. All right. So since Trent's not here today, I'm assuming that means he got his truck working last night, chat. He's supposed to be hauling grain today. Or no, I think he was building a grain bin today, actually, yeah. Which sounds awful on a day like today where it's so hot. But hey, what do I know? Thankfully, I've never had to build a grain bin. I don't know how much fun it would be. Probably not. The thing I've only ever seen about grain bins is it would be, my thought's always been it would be so loud building grain bins. I don't think I would like that. I have to wear all the hearing protection. Yeah, to build a bin. Yeah, I will not fast time. Don't worry about that. But in Discord may work. It's in the mod hub. Okay, hang on. Setting in a tin can. Yeah. It's hot in the bins, yeah. I know, like, so yes, no, not yesterday. Sunday at the farm, we went back to our what we call the combine shed. And it's just a little pole barn, right? It has no ventilation. And God, it was so hot in there. Dad and I both, we were dying, and Dad looked at me once and he goes, "It's too hot to think back here." And I was like, yeah, I know. Oh, Jeff, I wonder how that actually doesn't look bad. I kind of like that truck. Yeah. I like the look of that truck, Jeff. That's I'm gonna have to. I have seen that in the mod hub, but I've never downloaded it. I'm gonna have to try that out for here, because it's kind of silly to be hauling fertilizer with a tractor, right? I mean, it is and it isn't. You see this giant planter, and then hang on, guys. I got my little Deutz fire. Hang on now. I gotta go get my Deutz fire. Oh, goodness. That would be a good option, though, probably. As long as it follows auto drive somewhat well, because it will have to go get... we do send it to get fertilizer. Although, if it's truck, it'd be a lot faster, so it wouldn't be nearly as big of a deal. Oh, this is for Badger, by the way. I'm going to unfold this, Badger. I'm going to show you what the problem I have with it anyway. It probably won't work now that I'm like calling it out. It probably won't do the problem. Because, you know, you'd think you'd just, oh, hey, let me unfold this. Let me just drive it right here. Like, that's a good starting point with it unfolded, right? Somewhere here. Just got to wait for, you know, 45 years for it to unfold again. That's all right. It's all good. Ka-chow. All right, we'll even lower the hitch, pull up just a little bit more. Set for the first waypoint, go. Is it gonna actually do what I think it's gonna do? Yeah. So, I don't know what causes this. But it'll just, if it's unfolded, it just won't work. So. Kind of weird, right? Get to the start point and then turns around. Oh. Is this planter better now? It has not had an update. No. Just don't restart your server with it unfolded. That's about all I can tell you. So. It's mapping the field for the GPS. It might be. No, I don't know. So I've been having this problem. So I guess Badger's having a different problem. So if I fold it, and I'm going to kind of turn it around and point it back that direction. Right? Just boom. If I do that, it'll be fine now. So I don't quite understand that. But that's weird that it turns around, Badger. Set to Roomba. All right. So we'll watch this thing unfold. And so I guess if anybody's having this problem, this is how you fix it. You just fold it up. Start it on course play folded, and it works fine. Still don't understand it, but I'm not meant to understand everything. That's okay. It's totally fine. So he's going to drop it like it's hot. He's not going to drop his hitch, though, is he? Huh. I didn't realize they wouldn't drop the hitch. It's fine. It doesn't need to be. It looks a lot better if it is, but it doesn't need to be. So, yeah. It's kind of weird. Point is dark. Yeah, it sounds like one of those weird things with course play. Sometimes there's just weird things that happen. You know? Like, it's not perfect. It's a whole lot better than... Well, actually, the in-game hired workers aren't terrible these days. But I want to use course play that way when he runs out of fertilizer, he'll drive to get more. That's the reason I have to use course play right now. If I was, you know, doing tillage, I wouldn't worry about course play. But since I'm using fertilizer at an alarming rate, I have to worry about fertilizer. So. All right, let's zip back across the map now so we can go, I assume Buddy is done on 10. And actually, you notice that he might have only missed a little bit here. But they do a great job, the in-game. They actually, I like them. I know a lot of people don't like them because you can't really run more than one in a field, which I do agree that is an issue. But they're not bad. They're not bad at all. So, yeah. Spraying and windrowing. Have you tried a merger instead of a windrower for course play, by the way? Mergers work quite well, actually. Way better than like the rotary rake. Rotary rake, I would stay away from on course play. Yeah. 95 feels like 113, chat. I'm glad I'm sitting in a room that's 72 degrees right now. I'm doing great. What's poppin'? Can we just take this moment to say thank you, chat, that I don't have to like go out and cut grass and work out in this heat like I used to before streaming became like my thing, you know? Thanks for being here, chat. Thanks for subbing. Thanks for the bids. Thanks for just watching ads. Honestly, truthfully, I mean it. Appreciate it. Do appreciate it. The merger left Skipper's sort. Really? Oh, okay. Windrowers get weird sometimes. In that case, what I would do is just shrink your working with a smidge. So if it's like, let's say 14.5 meters, I just put it to 14. Yeah. You're trying to get the baler to follow perfect. Yeah, I don't know if it's, well, we're gonna get to merging eventually here. Owen. Yeah, unfortunately, Ozzy did pass. Yeah, I meant to say something to Dad. I don't know if he heard about it. I was in the house talking to him. You betcha. Yeah, so the whole, like... Yeah, 95% is probably about as good as you're going to get, to be honest. You're not going to get... Unless you run a modded baler that has a wide head, like a wider pickup head. 95% is probably... Horseplay is not perfect on pretty much anything. It's great. It's not perfect. Although the drop early and pick up late, that helps a lot for certain things. But as you guys saw over here in 1, you know, I had to fix the corners and those random skippers, and I'll probably have to do that in 8 as well. Now, unless there's probably another setting or two I could tweak on, you know. There's always more settings to mess with in Courseplay. And typically I try not to mess with too many of them, so. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've never was like a diehard Ozzy or Black Sabbath fan, but like at the same time, Crazy Train's a great song, you know? And there's lots of great music that he's put out over the years. But I wasn't like, you know, putting on eyeliner and going to concerts, you know? So. Difference in the length? Yes. Badger, I would agree. So, like, you know, if you think about if you have a combine, the way it turns with the rear steer, you're never going to get that with a baler if you just run the same course on the two things. That's never going to happen, right? And that's just the way it is. So, how many subs to put on eyeliner? A lot. A lot. I'm not buying it at Walmart. I'd buy it online first off, because I'm not going through that embarrassment. I'm not doing that, chat. I've never, well, I shouldn't say I've never had makeup on. You know, Halloween costumes growing up, you know. Yeah. Dress up like a clown. We did that before. So. It's not a face. Wow. All right. It's just a way of life. Gosh. I mean, whatever. I don't really care what other people do. Not for me. But I don't care what other people do at all. Just for the record. Do not care. You want to wear the guy liner? I don't care. Have fun. Don't care at all. But yeah. Did we edit that roller? I would never. I would never. That's what it's called, Tomcat. Come on. I bet Joe Exotic wears it. Plugger edited that roller. AI it. Wow. Probably could. Yeah, that roller's so that roller is the in-game one. It's just been turned up to a more realistic speed, and the what's it called? It's been the price has slightly been adjusted too. So, I think it was used. I think is the story that I got. But yeah, Plugger actually made that for Trent, I believe. And then I know Kimmy got her hands on it. I know Kimmy has it. And then Trent sent it to me. So we all have it. Badger, if you're interested, or I guess if anybody's interested, Plugger has said I can share it. So if you guys are interested, you can always DM me in Discord. Ask me very specifically for that roller, and I will, I can hook you guys up with it. But you got to make sure you ask for that roller, because if you just say, hey, send me that mod, I'll be like, I don't know what mod. And I probably won't reply, to be honest. But yeah. All right, good enough. Let's go get fertilizer. And we just got 1, 2, 3 fields down here yet, and then we'll be on to, well, we'll go across the map probably then. But yeah. Or we could get some swathers going too. Although really the fields that we have to swath are not going to take that long. Although actually I don't know about over on our new field over there. Over yonder on 19. 19's not a tiny field. It's 15 acres. For instance, that's only 23, so it's not bad. John Ryder, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome in. What's popping? John Ryder, I spent $2.5 million today on here, so it's been a good day. We are now the proud owners of sheep, a spinnery, a tailor shop, a secondary, and fields up to 22 now. Ooh, ooh. So yeah. You betcha. 42-foot header. Nice, Badger. Oh, snap. Yeah, I sold soy. No, I haven't sold soybeans yet. I sold dry corn. I sold green beans. And why is that not going down now? Go down. Okay, you gotta move. And rice is what I sold. Sold all that today. And beer. I did sell a little bit of beer, and I sold just a couple pallets of the buffalo mozzarella as well. I was a selling fool earlier. Selling the world. The peas and the rice, which peas and rice, they were each one harvest off of 6. And that was $1 million between the two. I don't remember the rice wasn't on 6. The peas was rice, or the peas were on 6. The rice was all on these small fields. Rice, beer. I sold peas too, though. Scoot. and dry corn. Yeah, peas, rice, dry corn, beer, a little bit of buffalo mozzarella. I still say there's missing beer somewhere. But yeah, I've sold the world earlier. It was pretty great. The case planner, it functions well, but we had an issue the other day where we had to restart the server while it was unfolded, and then the front, not the front, the very ends of the boom or of the bar kept falling in the ground, and we had to like reset them to make it work. So still has some issues, but it's all right. It's all right. Around 5, 6. Nice. Badger. I actually have soybeans I'm selling later today too. Dry corn's about double what regular corn's worth, so yes. For a little bit of propane, you get about double the price. So yeah, I would say it's worth it. You betcha. Yeah, no, it's worth it. Corn sweat. Dear God, Tom. Yeah, why? Make your guy lighter run, you know? Oh, wait, that's mascara. I don't know, something like that. Never know what you're gonna find, servers. Yeah. Yeah, so the problem that we're having on here, and we've had it happen like 3 times now, is our auto saves are set for every 30 minutes. And you guys see it. The game kind of jitters and locks up, and it says saving up there underneath our money every 30 minutes or so. And that's fine. The problem that we have is if somebody unknowingly tries to sync in while an autosave is happening. So basically connect to the server while an autosave is happening. Locks up the server and we end up having to restart it. So basically it's kind of a crapshoot when you go to join of, you know, are you within that 30 minutes? Are you right on that 30 minutes when it's trying to autosave? Because if you are, you're basically going to brick the server. Now, we don't lose anything typically, and the autosave actually does go through. So the couple times that it's happened, we literally don't lose anything. So it's not like it's the end of the world, but it's, you know, it's a good, I don't know, probably 10 minutes before we get the server back up and get everybody synced back in, you know? So it's very annoying. So I don't know if the answer is to turn off autosaves and then maybe set myself like a reminder timer on like my stream deck so that I can, it'll like beep at me. So that every, you know, 20, 30 minutes, I just go manually save. Have I tried to toggle mods? Have I tried to toggle mods off to see if one of them causes the sync issue? If I toggle mods off, then we might as well not play on this map, right? Like it's a this map issue, I think. I don't think it's a modded, a specific mod issue. I think it's this map. At least that's my thoughts, because we've used plenty of mods in the past. And I've never had this issue happen. And typically on a map, the autosaves are really, really fast. On here, I guess because 4X, you know, autosaves kind of, they hit different. They take longer and like lock everything up for just a minute or not even a minute, but normally on a regular map, like you don't hardly even feel the autosaves. You might feel just a little hiccup, but on here, they're kind of aggressive. Oh, I think it is just a 4X issue, yeah. I mean, let's be real. At the end of the day, Farm Sim is not made for 4X maps. It is made for the standard size map, and that's it, because that's what Giants puts out. That's what the game is made around, right? So anytime you're playing a map that is bigger than that, you're probably going to have issues. So there's things when you play a 4X map, in my opinion, that you kind of have to deal with because you're playing a 4X map, and honestly, that saving issue is kind of one of them. So I could just turn autosaves off, but I have to set up a reminder to save, and that's not just while I'm streaming. That would be like anytime I'm in here playing, because I want to save just in case something were to happen, you know. I don't want to lose a couple hours worth of work, you know. That'd be annoying, especially on like Saturdays when we have a bunch of people in here. You know, a couple hours of work might be a lot of hours by the time you account for, you know, the people. So yeah, I would hate to lose that. So, but yeah, in my opinion, it's just a 4X map issue. So hopefully, you know, I know DJ Body is supposed to put out an update eventually for this map. It's probably going to require a new save if I had to guess, but I could be wrong. Which is going to suck to have to redo the save, but whatever. Oh my God, Tomcat, why? Tomcat, why? Chat, exclamation point, Discord. Tomcat has bad ideas today for AI. Oh my God. If you guys aren't part of the Discord, that's some of the quality content in there you can look forward to. Oh my goodness. Dr. XML, thanks for the raid. What's poppin'? How's it going? You got annoyed the other day you had to redo 10 minutes of single player work? Yeah. No, autosaves are great. I like having them on, but they just hit different on this map, you know? They really do kind of hit different, unfortunately, so. But that's okay. It's like I said, sometimes on a 4X you just kind of have to deal with some of the issues that come along, you know? I'm gonna have a skipper right there. Chat, you think Kimmy will notice? Oh, goodness. You're playing an Italian map? Nice. Welcome in. I don't typically do too many of them overseas maps. They're too small. But more power to the people that do play them, right? That, you know, we have done some in the past, and it's actually a good time when we do it. What was that one we played back in the day? I can't remember what that one was called, but it had fences and hedges everywhere. It was, I don't remember. It was back in, like, way back in the day. It was quite a map, though. All right. Okay, roller's done, which is fine. Buddy's almost done over there, which is good. I'm going to be going over there in a minute. I got to get 11 done, but I'll be done with that in a jiffy. So not a big deal. I don't remember. It was like on... Shoot, it might have been Farm Sim 19. It was a while ago. It was a fun map. I can't remember which, what map it was. Yeah. But I think it was back in Farm Sim 19, to be honest. This is the last time I played, like, a modded European map. I tend to stay on this side of the pond a little bit more. So, yeah. Interesting. All right. So all I know is the amount of liquid fertilizer we're chewing through, y'all, is wild. Absolutely wild. A 3-meter challenge is an no. I never said that. No. Although I'll tell you what, if we do a 3-meter challenge, there's plenty of cultivators on the mod hub we can use. And plenty of mowers. We'd be able to mow the world, okay? If we did a 3-meter challenge. Just for the record. Considering that's all that's in the mod hub these days. Oh, man. Hi, Kimmy. Made every building, huh? Pretty cool there, Scully. Oh, goodness. Kimmy, how much corn did you end up with the other day on here? We could cultivate the Sahara in one pass, probably. That wouldn't surprise me. To be honest. Because I'm fixing to plant like every field that we own in corn. Well, except for 6. 6 is in barley right now. But everything else, corn, baby. A little over 1 million. Nice. That stupid thing. I don't like that GPS glitch, by the way. Maybe it's a design feature. I don't know. Bothers me, though. I'll tell you that much. I do know that. If you leave the field while you're on GPS, it'll lock your tractor and you can't steer until you reverse. At least I've been having that problem. I don't know about anybody else, but I have. Now she shows up. She was here earlier, Scoot. Just for the record. Base game and it skipped every other row. Interesting. All right, there we go. Full of fertilizer. One more little field, and then we're gonna send everything to the east side. To the east side. Wait, we're moving on up to the east side. Moving to that deluxe apartment in the sky. Yeah, I know. I'm old. Oh, Kimmy didn't feel good. She slept for 12 hours. That's what I heard. Moving on up to the east side. Wait, what? I'm talking about if I just hit like, you know, A or D, it doesn't. Wait, are you saying I need to hit like H again? Is that what I need to do? Because I'll do it. Because like A and D, it doesn't disable it. Interesting. You've never slept 12 hours in one sleep. Wow. That's pretty awesome. There's a separate key to bind in the settings. For what? Disable? Because H will disable it right there. But if I drive out of the field, of course it doesn't do it that time. I can steer perfectly fine. Of course. Oh, chat. I tell you what. Never mind. It's fine. I'm not. It's whatever. You didn't need your nap today, Kimmy? Well, I would hope not if you slept 12 hours in a row. It's called steering assist. H is AI worker. But they do the same thing, dog. One is hold, one is tap. Same day. Interesting. I don't know, man. All I know is, yeah, there we go. Fix that little corner. All right. So see, now we're locked up, but if we're still, it wanted to go to that line. That was weird. I don't know. Usually I just try to disable my, GPS before I leave a field. That's all. If I'm paying attention. You can't get into the AI settings with the steering assist key button. Really? Interesting. So you can't get into this menu at all with the steer assist keybind? Because to me, it sounds like the steer assist keybind is the basically enable, disable GPS button is what I would call that. But, you know, Giants has to call it whatever. That's interesting, though. I have to look at that at some point. I don't know what key I would assign that to. Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. Basically auto steer on or off button. Yeah, H works for both with me, but he's saying you can separate them, so makes sense. Yeah, no, it makes perfect sense. It's basically an activate deactivate button. I just don't know what button I would put that to on my keyboard that I don't use. That's all. And then there's this problem where this field likes to nuke GPS lines. Oh, no, I could put it to tab. Yeah. It's kind of the same, but it isn't, yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, because H, you know, H is a multifunction key at this point, right? If you hold H, it goes into the settings. Or if you have your AI settings set up to like work on a field, it'll hire a worker. But if you have it set to steer assist, it'll steer you. So H actually does a couple different things. But that's interesting. You can separate it. But that still doesn't really fix my issue. My issue is that I should be able just to hit left or right and it kicked me off the GPS. But if I leave a field on GPS, it'll keep steering me on that no matter what, unless I back up. So, yeah. Oh, Alt F4. Yeah, that's a good one. I should set it to that. Absolutely. How'd you know? I should set it to that. You betcha. You know, that would be like in a modern tractor when you want to like turn, the wheel just wouldn't work and then you have to push a button. I don't think farmers would go for that. You just hit a button and it should take you off GPS, you know? Violence, primary and secondary. Interesting. Wow, that could be an option. Yeah, bind it to A&D. So it does the same, but it also enables GPS. So every time I go to steer, it's gonna try to kick me on the GPS line. How's that work? Honestly, why try to fix the problem when I can just sit here and whine about it, you know? Like, low key, I'm from America. That's what we do. Okay? We just whine about it. Why try to fix it? That would cause an issue, yeah. Trying to lock on random lines all the time, yeah. Did I miss a tiny patch? This one? Where? Let's just complain to do nothing. Yeah. A plus B plus C plus D. Tiny red. Yeah, I don't know why on the map. That's my nitrogen. I have no idea why sometimes the nitrogen just leaves a little blip. It makes no sense. I've planted the whole damn field. I've gone over it with the whole thing. I don't know. That's part of precision that drives me crazy. The biggest problem with precision is still the lime, in my opinion. It drives me insane. But I guess it's not bad enough where I'm turning it off, so I shouldn't complain about it too much. Yeah. Bind to the numpad. I don't want to have to push another button. Actually, low key, I kind of want to bind my spacebar to like my raise and lower. It's kind of annoying to have to like hit V, and I know that's not like far from my spacebar, but my thumb rests on V. It doesn't, or thumb rests on spacebar, not on V. So like low key, I kind of want to change my spacebar. Because I don't use like the shuttle shift or whatever. I don't use that direct, you know. If I want to go forward, I hit A. If I want to go backwards, I hit D. I don't use that other fancy dancy stuff. So, or that change direction or whatever. I know Trent uses that. I don't use it. So yeah. That's the most lazy. I mean, maybe. What's it to you? Actually, if I could set that to be like GPS and like raise / lower, low key, that'd be pretty sick, actually, wouldn't it? Thoughts? It would be kind of lazy, yeah. Well, see, the only reason I need to raise and lower, though, is just bind everything to the inner button. Okay. The reason I need to raise and lower is because precision doesn't work like it used to. Back in the day, if you had end rows planted and fertilized, and you get to the end of your pass and you go out across that already fertilized and planted ground, you wouldn't use fertilizer or seed. But precision in 25 doesn't work like that. You still use fertilizer, even though it's already fertilized, and it's not over applying. It just is being magically vaporized into the air. So basically, I'm the reason there's a hole in the ozone, okay? Above Judith Plains, Montana. So, because in 22, I never raised my implement and didn't waste seed. So that's another one of those things with 25 precision. It's like, is that a design feature or is it broken? It makes you wonder, right? But that's all I have to say. How dare you? Sorry, not sorry. So yeah. Oh goodness. 25 is broken all the way. It makes you wonder sometimes, right? Yep. Blame it all on 25. Ooh. I mean, it's easier, right? It has lots of random features. Oh, man. You know, and there's a lot of things like that where it's like, okay, my is my lime, my pH supposed to look like this? I have the settings both turned off for the speed and the realistic. Is it really supposed to look like that? It's not how it looked in 25 or in 22 precision. So, yeah. Oh, 100% Yum Rider. Yeah. Nothing's broken, it's user error. Do you work for Giant Software? You're really starting to sound like it. It's not broken, you just don't know how to play our game. That's what it sounds like. We got a rat in here, chat. I would love if a Giants employee would come in here. Honestly, I'd love to have a chat with them. I really would. But they're scared. I don't know how much time they spend on Twitch anymore. To be honest, like in general, I don't. They probably run and hide from everybody. Our game. Shun the unbeliever. Oh man. Hard to play on colorblind settings. Ooh, I bet. Yeah. I know, right, Sean? It'd be funny. I would tell them they need to implement a corn sweat system into the game. We really need corn sweat in Farm Sim 20, whatever the next one's going to be. Oh, I'm not a minion. Okay, that's true. That's true. I don't know, Jeff. I don't watch any of the minions. So I actually don't watch. The only person I watch play Farm Sim is Matt. He's the only one. It would be Twitch worthy. Honestly, here's the thing. Obviously, I have some negative things to say. I also have positive things to say about this game. And at the end of the day, I do have over 1,500 hours in this game. So I think I kind of, sometimes I know what I'm talking about. Maybe a little bit, not all the time. I don't. But I'm very passionate about my Farm Sim. And if nothing else, I would want that to come across in a conversation, you know? I hope at the end of the conversation, they could be like, wow, you're an idiot, but at least you're passionate about our game. You know? That's what I want them to know. Like, you know, that would be the conversation. I feel like, yeah, this guy's an idiot and he's off his rocker, but at least he's passionate about our game. That's the way I'm looking at it. So. Gotcha, Jeff. You're good. $1,500. Over 1,500. Yeah. Yeah. Buy the county out of saran wrap, drape it over the fields. Oh, man. Sounds like the conversation you had with management. Could be. Wow. Honesty and constructive criticism. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have nothing against, like, any of the employees at Giants or anything like that. I mean, I don't know any of them, so I have nothing bad to say about, like, personally. I've heard some other people say some personal things about people at Giants. I don't go there, you know? But yeah. But you see, here's the thing. The things I do occasionally watch other streamers, okay, that are partners. I wouldn't say they're the minions. We all know who the minions are, at least You know, we joke about it, but I don't watch any of those names, any of the minions. But I do watch some other people occasionally that are Giants partners. And you should hear the crap they say about the game. And they say about Giants employees and stuff. I'm tame compared to them, okay? I'm nice when it comes to it compared to some other people on the internet. So we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, I'm nice. Oh goodness. So yeah, it's a whole thing. They have the right to trash. Oh, they can say whatever they want. It's a free country. Right? I can say whatever I want about Giants. They can say whatever they want about me. I don't care. We can all trash talk each other. I don't care. It's fine. Now, I will say there was a comment on Saturday's stream that has kind of bothered me because somebody personally attacked me for something I do in a video game, which I don't quite understand that, but it's more of a really kind of thing, you know? But yeah. May get somebody banned, actually. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. Since the 300 meme. Giants people start a stream to trash talk me. That would be great, actually. Please do so. I would appreciate the free, you know, the free plug. No, Kimmy, it wasn't you. You're good. It was somebody else. Hey, any press is good press, right? Right? And again, I really don't feel like the things that I've said about this game are that outlandish and that off my rocker, and they're not that crazy compared to some other people on the internet that I've heard talk about this game that are Giants partners and, you know, receive money from Giants for selling copies of their game. I don't get a dime. I'm not a Giants partner, and I don't want to be a Giants partner, so yeah. It's the thing. It's funny. But that's all I can say about it. I mean, I tried to, Kimmy, because again, I'm not getting paid by them, so I feel like I can have an honest opinion, and yeah, maybe some people don't like my opinion, and that's whatever. That's fine. We don't all have to agree. You know, it's a free country I live in, so we can all have our opinions, and that's okay. But when it becomes like a personal attack and like, you know, you're name calling a person, I don't agree with that, right? That's obviously not cool. And that's what happened on Saturday, actually. I got called a name and I don't quite understand it. And, it's really just kind of like a really, bro, kind of moment. So I haven't decided if I'm going to ban that person yet. I might. We'll see. Because at the end of the day, you know, it is my decision. So if somebody's in here just causing trouble, then to be frank, they don't need to be in here, you know? So yeah. Another silo incident. No, I didn't get called a hypocrite. All right, we want this guy to go to 5, but then we also want him to go to 4 to fill up. So hopefully he goes to 4. Where are you actually going, buddy? The hypocrite thing, that was kind of funny. I mean, it falls in the same... it falls in the same category. Like, why... Well, no, that one wasn't as bad, I feel like. This other one's worse. But it's whatever. I'm not going to whine about it. It is what it is. Those wheels are backwards on that thing, right? My wheels are like locked backwards on my planner right now. Those wheels should pivot, and they're not. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't know. It's interesting. Oh, goodness. See, I could spin the comment from Saturday. I could spin it into an emote and we could joke about it. And then I could also, like, say something to the person, but, like, I don't really want an apology because apologies are kind of pointless in my book. Because, you know, oh, somebody being like, oh, I'm sorry. Well, you said it. You meant it. So. Badger, you're good. I'm not going to name the person, you know. Make the emote. It could be a funny emote, actually. Well, I won't. I'll have Tomcat AI, you know. Tomcat's glorious AI can make a good emote. But it's all good, man. It's all good. Yo, Rabbit Sean, I'm doing great. How are you? Welcome in. It wasn't the voice comment, by the way. That was funny. Oh, that was funny. Nah, it's all good, chat. It's fine. Just somebody may end up getting banned over a comment they made on Saturday. That's all. It's not a big deal. Rabbit Sean's on board. Who are you banning? I don't know. I mean, I do know Sean. We'll handle it off stream. Wasn't me, wasn't here. Yeah. I don't think the person's here right now, so. Again, I'm not gonna like name names because I don't really, I don't want an apology out of the deal, you know? That's not what it's about for me. I don't want it. I just don't want people that call me names to even be here, honestly. If you're gonna like actually call me like, you know, names, there's no reason for you to be here. And maybe that's me going out a little far, but you know, if you're calling me names and stuff, then why are you here? You know what I mean? Are you, you know, doing the old hate watch? Cause like, I don't need those people here. You know, if people are hate watching, they can just, you know, go away. But you know, if you're here to call me names, like that's kind of just weird, right? I don't need that. I don't need that viewer. Sorry. What have I been up to? Oh, we're just playing a ton of Judith Plains. It has been a crazy fun map. And been really enjoying this map. Been working on, you know, some stuff at the farm and a lot of mowing grass lately. Lots. Okay, Scoot knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, if a mod would have been here Saturday, he would have been gone. So, if a particular mod would have been here, definitely would have been gone. So, but it's all good. All right, cool beans. Yeah, this map, I've been having so much fun playing this map. On stream, off stream. I mean, that's kind of all I played for. Shoot, was it like over 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe when we started playing this map? That's all I streamed. I didn't stream anything else, didn't play anything else. That's it, man. I was locked in right here on Judith Plains. Guys, I'm gonna do something here I normally don't do. I'm gonna shrink up my working width a little bit by like a full meter, because of the side hill in this field. The cedar likes to drift down the side hill. Well, pretty much everything likes to drift down the side hill on here, so I'm gonna shrink up my working with, so hopefully I don't leave skippers. That's the hope anyway, chat. We'll see. But yeah. Yeah, I got you, Sean. You're good. I just didn't want to, like, sometimes instead of making the immediate, like, reaction, I like to, you know, take a day and think about, think about it, kind of thing. And that's kind of what I was doing with the situation. It's not a bad thing to kind of look back and reflect on a situation before making a decision, because that person probably was like, it was just in good fun, I would assume. But for me, it kind of crossed the line. So, but that's all I have to say about it. I'm over it. And actually, a lot of times with situations like this, I'll talk to the guys in TeamSpeak and just be like, "Hey, what are people's thoughts on this?" I do that a lot. I lean on the people around me. So I don't think that's a bad thing either. To kind of get some input from those around me, Family's doing good, I guess. Yeah. Pops is good. Aunt's fine. Actually, Aunt, it's kind of weird. Aunt recently had both of her cataracts done. And she's worn glasses like her entire life. And now she doesn't need glasses anymore. It's so weird seeing her without glasses. Just for the record. I mean, she still needs glasses if she's like trying to read something or whatever, but just like day to day, watching TV or doing whatever, she doesn't need them. And it's kind of weird. So yeah, she's doing good. So fair play, Sean. Fair play. All right, so Buddy's planting over in. He's about to go. Well, that was kind of cool. Like, whoa. Buddy's going to plant in 12. I'm going to plant 4, and then I'm going to plant 5 to make sure it's done without skippers. And then that's all we have to plant right now. So that'll be all of our ground. Sweet. As I said earlier today was going to be a bit of a planting day. Because, yeah. Deadliest catch returns a week from Friday, really? And I didn't even know they're still, what is that, like season 412 by now? So if so, that's awesome. This is a 4X, yeah. It's called Judith Plains, Montana by DJ Modding. And yeah, it's a beautiful 4X. It is a large map. So yeah. We're buying all the fields in order and we're up to field 22 now. We just bought like 4 fields today. Season 21. Wow. You've worn contacts for over 30 years, but now you can't. You're wearing glasses. Oh, dang, Kimmy. Dude, contacts freak me out. My one brother, he got them when he was a teenager, and he used to chase me around the house touching his eyeball, and oh, God. Couldn't do it. Could not do it. Worn glasses since you were 10. Gotcha. Yeah, no, it freaked me out, man. Absolutely used to freak me out. Of course, he was, being a brother, being a sibling, so trolling. But yeah, it used to freak me out. That's all I know. No, thank you. Absolutely not. So all of our fields, by the way, I think 18, there's sorghum in 18. I think I'm going to leave that. 19 will get planted in corn eventually. 14 is going to get planted in corn. 21 is going to get planted in corn. 13 is going to get planted in corn. So we're going to have all of our fields except for 6 and 18. We're going to go crazy on the corn this time because why not? Why not? I want to fill the train with dry card. And probably have to get a second train to sell it all. So that'll be fun. Dang, Kimmy. Oh, man. Nah, we never had BB guns. We had airsofts when we were, like, older. Yeah, because when that brother, when he got married, my brother, the other brother and I, the two of us youngest ones, we were ushers in the wedding. And they gave us, as like, you know, a gift for being in the wedding. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. What's poppin'? They gave us airsofts for being in their wedding. That was like our first introductions to airsofts, which was actually hilarious. Because I had mine in my pocket of my tuxedo that day on wedding day. He didn't keep it long after you snitched. I gotcha. So my nephews were pretty small during that wedding and stuff, but we kept like joking about, you know, airsofts and like smiling for photos. So I had mine in my pocket that day for the wedding. I wasn't gonna, you know, use it, but I had my airsoft with me that day. It was quite funny. It was hilarious, actually. So you betcha. But then after that, we got I wouldn't say like super into airsofts. We got kind of into them. There was a few of us in the neighborhood that had them, and we would have some battles and stuff. So you betcha. It was not open. I mean, it was in my pocket. Does that count? It wasn't a real hole puncher. It was airsoft. So it was fine. It was fine. But yeah, it was just knowing that, you know, if they didn't smile for photos, if they didn't smile, it was known that, you know, you're gonna take care of it. Did others know? Family did. Immediate family did, yeah. My nephews knew that I had it. Oh, man. Yeah. Got into paintball. I've never done that, Kimmy. I've never done the whole paintball deal. One of my brothers got into it for a little while, but I never, oh goodness, I never got into it. Yeah, I was more airsoft, but I never went to like an airsoft place, right? We only ever like had them around the house or the farm. You know, that's all we ever did. So, well, that's awesome. No, it looks like fun until you get hit. Indoor laser tag, nice. We used to do the dumbest thing as kids that I wouldn't even think about today. We used to have laser pointer battles with the neighbors. Did y'all ever do that? We would go lay in the yard in our camouflage and wait for this one particular neighbor to come outside and then hit him with a laser pointer. We could have made him blind. Whatever. He had a laser pointer too, and then like we would hide behind like different things, and then like we would move, and then there was like a group of us. There was like, I want to say there was 4 of us probably on this side, and then it was like that one dude and probably a couple of his buddies up there, like up the street. Form a laser. It was the dumbest thing though. You never know if you hit him or not. I mean, you would just shine the laser at him, and then you'd have to like, you know, army crawl across the yard so he couldn't see you. Sounds like a cool dude. Yeah, that was something. I don't know. We did that for like one fall probably, because I can remember having those, you know, those like trash bags that have like the pumpkin face on them and you fill them with leaves. We had those, and I remember putting them like over here where there's kind of a little bit of hill in my side yard, and we would lay behind those. I mean, we would lay there forever waiting for him to come outside, because we weren't like friends with him or anything. He was kind of there was kind of like two groups of kids on my street. There was kind of like us, which was like my house and Casey and his brother, and then like some other kids from down the street. And then there was kind of like the upper end of the street, and they were kind of rude. Like they were the ones that got in like a fist fight with my one brother, and they kind of kept to themselves, so we kind of kept to ourselves. But laser pointer wars, you betcha. It was fun. So anyway, let's go say hi to Scoot is here. Hello, Scoot. What's up?
Not much. How are you?
Oh, just, you know, planting my life away here. I've planted a lot of corn today, sir.
I have seen that.
But we're gonna have corn to harvest for days. It's gonna be lit. Just saying. Although Courseplay guy likes to leave, or not Courseplay. Yeah, that is Courseplay. He likes to leave skippers with this corn planter. Yeah.
I wonder if it's an articulated tractor thing.
It's like, well, at least on this one, it's when he backs up, he doesn't back up far enough. Terry, you know. I don't know. Yeah, Sean, we're gonna have all the corn sweats. You betcha. Back up. But it's okay. But yeah, laser pointer worse. Don't recommend. We could have all been blind after that. But we had fun.
Ain't dead yet.
Yeah, I'm not blind yet.